What's up, dudes? ET13 and welcome back to another video. And as you can tell by the title, Neca has revealed quite a bit in the last 2 weeks. I apologize I didn't get on top of it first, but now I'm back and working on it really hard, or at least trying. Before we get started, Quasar 2 is going very well in production. In fact, it is about ready to be sent off to G-Fest to be entered in the contest. If you don't know what that is, it's okay, you're not missing a whole lot. So anyway, let's get right into this, shall we? So to start off with, we have the front of the Rodan 29 box art, which should appear on your screens right about now. And as you can see, it's the poster for Rodan. Of course, it's textless, and then you've got the basic Godzilla King of the Monsters artwork with the metal and all that. And I'm not a huge fan of this, but, you know, it's whatever. I'll still buy it. And then, of course, here's a different view of it, and it's just basically giving you the same thing, and that very not helpful plot line that the left side middle part of the box art will give you, talking about how it's the sequel to Godzilla King of the Monsters and all that stuff. So nothing real important there. And then on your screens right about now we'll have the back of the artwork, and as you can see, it's got a good image of Rodan. It's also got the 3 other monsters in this line, so that's pretty cool. And then it also confirms that it has a wingspan of 12 inches, which that's pretty big. It has articulated wings, which is something the SH Monster Arts failed to have. And then finally, it's got a display bottom, which of course is the volcano and a transparent stick to attach to Rodan to the base, and it can be clearly shown without seeing the base. And finally, here's the inside. So you've got another awesome image of Rodan with his base, and then you see how he'll be packaged. The base in the upper left-hand corner, the mountain below that, well, the explosion in the upper left-hand corner, the mountain below that, and then Rodan. But in the bottom right-hand corner, I'll zoom in for you guys, there is another head for Rodan. Yes, there will be 2 different heads for Rodan, a closed one and an open one. Probably to go without having an underbite, as most NECA figures end up having. So I'm a little perturbed that they ended up doing that, but it's whatever. Anyway, to go on before we get into the breaking news, they confirmed that there are 5 different NECA figures coming out for Godzilla King of the Monsters, or at least in this line. Then they were asked if they'll be shown at SDCC next month, and they said they weren't sure yet. But I do believe this will be Fire Godzilla, and maybe another different Mothra, maybe the red one or a regular yellow one, or could potentially be, even though they still said no plans for Ghidorah, maybe it's Ghidorah. But I highly doubt that. Other news they said was they hinted towards maybe having a 6th one. They said there's 4 plus 1 more, and then they said maybe 2 more. So maybe these are the other kaiju in King of the Monsters, plus the Burning Godzilla and Mothra, but who really knows? But they also said, again, there is no larva for Mothra, which really ticks me off. I was excited to get that. That kind of seems like they were ripping people off. And then somebody asked them if we'll get a 24-inch Godzilla like we did for 2014, and they said maybe. So I think this kind of confirms that this might have been one of the 6 more we'll be getting. And then they were also asked, hey, are you going to do any more retro Godzilla licenses? And they said most definitely. So this does mean maybe an Anguirus, Mecha Godzilla, Gargantuas, Frankenstein, Baragon, all those, and I think that would be really awesome to get those. But anyway, I guess you can comment down below what your favorite NECA license that you hope they'll get. And let's get into the breaking news, shall we? The box art for the 1956 Godzilla NECA figure has been released. On your screen right now is the front, and I love how it looks like the poster, because it is the poster. And then here's another view from the front, and as you can see, they're reusing the original title, and I love that. It's just, and if you notice, this box is a lot bulkier, and that's due to there will be a 3D background in the box that you'll be able to use to present your figure, and I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, on your screens now will be the back. And as you can see, it's pretty standard for a NECA figure. It's got the logo in the top left, Savage Action, Spectacle Thrills, Dynamic Violence. It then talks about how this is very accurate to the original poster version. It talks about its breathing fire and how it's a diabolical demon. And then it's too pixelated for me, but it then gives you a brief little rundown on, I guess, the figure itself and kind of what's behind it. But I do like this. It's a very retro design. I think I said that before. And yes, I definitely will be getting this figure. Now, finally, we have what the insides will look, and that's on your screen right now. And as you can see on the left side, it's got the poster, and on the right side, you've got the figure, pretty basic, and of course the breath piece. But I don't see where the 3D display will be included. However, I think you can barely see it in the clear plastic, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think of the figure news? Are you going to get both these figures? And then, of course, what other monsters do you think that NECA will end up doing? Comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you guys so much, and as always, don't let King Kong make a monkey out of you, G fans. See ya.